Hey there, English learners. Welcome back to the English Playbook, the podcast that makes mastering English fun and practical. I'm David.
And I'm Sarah. Today, we're diving deep into something that happens to all of us, being late and having to explain why. And David, I have to confess something to our listeners.
Oh no, what did you do this time?
I was actually 10 minutes late to our pre-recording meeting today. I got completely tied up helping my neighbor with an emergency.
See? Perfect example. And that's exactly why today's episode is so important. We're going to spend the next 25 minutes teaching you everything you need to know about being late in English-speaking cultures.
We'll cover professional phrases for work, casual expressions for friends, cultural differences around the world, and even teach you how to spot the difference between good excuses and, well, the ones that might get you in trouble.
Plus, we'll do some interactive practice, share real-life stories, and give you tons of practical phrases you can use immediately. So whether you're chronically late or just want to be prepared, this episode is for you.
And hey, if you're listening to this while stuck in traffic and running late somewhere, well, you're about to learn exactly what to say when you arrive.
Let's start with our main scenario. Picture this. It's Monday morning, 10:15 a.m., and a crucial marketing meeting was supposed to start at 10 sharp. The boss is getting frustrated, and employees are trickling in with various excuses.
I'll be our stressed out boss, and David will play multiple employees. Listen carefully to the language patterns and excuses. Ready? Where is everyone? We were supposed to start 15 minutes ago. This presentation is due to the client by noon.
Joe called and said she'd be here in a sec. She said she got tied up with a client emergency.
Sorry I'm late, everyone. Oh wow, there was a huge traffic jam on the highway this morning. A truck overturned near the downtown exit.
Morning, Joe. Were you stuck in traffic as well, Jess?
Yes, there was a huge pileup on Highway 101 and traffic was backed up for miles. I saw at least 3 ambulances. My usual 20-minute drive took over an hour.
Well, Scott just called from his car. He said he's running late because his last meeting ran over, but he's on his way now.
Guys, this is not acceptable. If I say the meeting starts at 10, the meeting starts at 10, not 10:01, and definitely not 10:20. We have deadlines to meet.
Hey everyone, I'm really sorry I'm late, but honestly, it's not my fault. I was getting my usual coffee at Starbucks, and the line was incredibly long. There was this new barista who didn't know how to work the machine properly, and I waited for 20 minutes just to get my latte.
Coffee? Really? All right, let's get started.
Ouch. That last excuse definitely didn't land well, did it?
Not at all. And that's exactly what we're going to analyze today. But first, let's break down all that fantastic vocabulary we just heard.
That dialogue was absolutely packed with useful expressions. Let's start with our first phrase, got tied up. Sarah, this is super common in professional settings.
Got tied up means you became busy with something important that you couldn't avoid. Imagine being literally tied to that task with a rope. The key here is that it suggests the delay was due to something important and unavoidable.
Let's hear it in different contexts. Sorry, I'm late, honey. I got tied up at the office with an urgent client call. I was tied up on the phone all afternoon dealing with a customer complaint. She got tied up in a meeting with the CEO and couldn't leave.
Notice how it always implies importance and urgency. You wouldn't say, I got tied up watching TV. That doesn't work.
Next up, traffic jam. Everyone knows this one, but let's talk about the variations. We can say huge traffic jam, massive traffic jam, or terrible traffic jam to emphasize severity.
And here's a cultural note. In British English, they often say traffic queue instead of traffic jam. Same concept, different word.
Now, pile up. This is more serious than just a regular car accident. It's when multiple vehicles crash into each other, often in a chain reaction. It's the kind of accident that closes highways for hours.
We also heard backed up from miles. This creates a vivid picture of cars lined up in a long queue behind the accident. You could also say traffic was backed up to the bridge, or backed up for kilometers if you're using metric.
Running late is probably the most useful phrase from our dialogue. It's present continuous, showing that you're in the process of being late, you know it's happening, and you're trying to get there.
Compare these. I'm running late, happening now, I'm aware of it. I'm going to be late, future prediction. I was running late, past situation.
And finally, ran over, when something goes longer than expected. This is especially useful for meetings, appointments, and scheduled events.
You can specify the duration too. My meeting ran over by 15 minutes, or the conference call ran over by half an hour. Very professional sounding.
Let's dive into some natural sounding phrases that will make you sound like a native speaker. First, I'll be there in a sec.
Sec is short for second, but obviously it's an exaggeration. When someone says this, they usually mean 1 to 3 minutes. It sounds urgent and immediate.
There's actually a hierarchy of time expressions. In a sec equals 1 to 2 minutes, most urgent. In a minute equals 2 to 5 minutes. In a few minutes equals 5 to 10 minutes. Shortly equals 10 to 15 minutes, more formal.
Stuck in traffic is when you literally cannot move. You're not just driving slowly, you're completely stopped or crawling at 5 miles per hour.
Here are some variations. I'm stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic. I'm caught in rush hour traffic. I'm trapped in a traffic nightmare.
Let's talk about on my way. This phrase is crucial when you're calling to update someone about your arrival time.
You can combine it with other phrases. I'm on my way now, just left. I'm on my way but running about 10 minutes late. I'm stuck in traffic, but I'm on my way.
Another useful one is ETA, estimated time of arrival. Very professional. My ETA is 10:15, or what's your ETA? Cultural insights and global perspectives. This is fascinating, David. Punctuality expectations vary dramatically around the world, and understanding these differences can save you from major cultural misunderstandings.
Absolutely. Let's start with what we call clock cultures versus relationship cultures. In clock cultures like Germany, Switzerland, and Japan, time is linear and punctuality is crucial.
In Germany, if someone says the party starts at 7 p.m., guests often arrive at exactly 7 or even a few minutes early. Being late without a very good reason is considered disrespectful.
Japan takes it even further. Trains are scheduled to the second, and being late to business meetings is a serious faux pas. I once heard that in Japan, train companies issue official delay certificates when trains are late, so employees can prove to their bosses that their lateness wasn't their fault.
Now, relationship cultures, like many Latin American, African, and Middle Eastern countries, prioritize relationships over strict schedules. There's often something called flexible time. Let's be brutally honest about excuses. Some are acceptable, some are weak, and some will actually damage your reputation. David, what made that Starbucks excuse so cringeworthy?
Oh boy, where do I start? First, getting coffee is a choice, not an emergency. Second, the employee showed poor time management. If you know you need coffee, factor that into your schedule.
Plus, the tone was all wrong. They said, "It's not my fault," instead of taking responsibility. That immediately puts the boss on the defensive.
Let's categorize excuses. Excellent excuses are for genuine emergencies beyond your control. Family medical emergencies, car accidents or breakdowns, severe weather conditions, public transportation failures, childcare emergencies.
Good excuses show you tried to plan but faced unexpected circumstances. Traffic due to accidents, not just regular rush hour. Client emergencies if you're in a service job, doctor's appointments running late, home emergencies, burst pipes, security issues.
Weak excuses show poor planning or wrong priorities. Alarm didn't go off, use multiple alarms. Couldn't find parking, should have researched. Got lost, GPS exists. Long coffee lines. I forgot, not really an excuse.
Terrible excuses that will damage your credibility. Overslept because I stayed up late partying, didn't feel like coming in early.
stopped to get breakfast, was watching a TV show, just didn't want to leave the house.
Pro tip, even with a legitimate excuse, always apologize, acknowledge the impact on others, and show how you'll prevent it in the future.
Time for some interactive practice. I'll give you situations, and David will demonstrate both the wrong and right way to handle them.
Scenario 1. You're 15 minutes late to a job interview because you couldn't find parking. Wrong way. Sorry I'm late, but parking here is impossible. You should really tell people about that. Right way. I sincerely apologize for being late. I should have researched parking options and arrived earlier. Thank you for your patience.
Notice how the right way takes responsibility instead of blaming the company.
Scenario 2. You're late to dinner with friends because you were binge watching Netflix. Wrong way. Sorry guys, I lost track of time watching this amazing show. Right way. I'm so sorry I'm late. I completely lost track of time. Can I buy the first round to make up for it?
The right way doesn't give the embarrassing reason and offers to make amends.
Scenario 3. You're late to a meeting because of legitimate traffic. Wrong way. Traffic was insane. This city's infrastructure is terrible. Right way. I apologize for being late. There was a major accident on Highway 95 that created unexpected delays. I've already reviewed the agenda and I'm ready to contribute.
Perfect. Shows accountability and readiness to participate.
Let's talk about the crucial skill of calling ahead when you know you'll be late. This can actually turn a negative situation into a positive one by showing responsibility.
The key is to call as soon as you realize you'll be late. Don't wait until you're supposed to be there. Here's the formula. Apologize, explain briefly, give an ETA, and ask about next steps.
For business calls, hi Sarah, it's David. I'm calling to let you know I'm running about 15 minutes late for our 2 o'clock meeting due to an accident on I-95. My ETA is now 2:15. Should we reschedule or would you prefer to start without me?
For social situations, hey, I'm so sorry, but I'm running late. My previous appointment ran over. I should be there by 7:30. Should I meet you there or would you rather wait for me?
For service appointments, hello, this is David calling about my 3 o'clock appointment. I'm stuck in traffic and running about 10 minutes late. Can you still accommodate me or should we reschedule?
The magic is in giving them options and showing you respect their time too.
For more formal or professional situations, you'll want to elevate your language. Let's look at some sophisticated ways to apologize and explain lateness.
Instead of sorry I'm late, try, please accept my apologies for the delay. I sincerely regret being late. I apologize for keeping everyone waiting. Thank you for your patience.
For explanations, use more formal structures. I was detained by instead of I got stuck with, due to unforeseen circumstances instead of because of, and I encountered unexpected delays instead of things took longer.
Written apologies for being late to important meetings. Dear team, I sincerely apologize for my absence from this morning's quarterly review meeting. Due to a family medical emergency, I was unable to attend. I have reviewed the meeting notes and will schedule individual follow-ups to ensure I'm current on all action items. Thank you for your understanding.
That's professional, takes responsibility, and shows proactive follow-up.
Wow, we've covered so much ground today. Let's recap the essential points for our listeners.
First, punctuality shows respect for others' time. When you are late, a sincere apology and brief explanation go a long way.
Second, prepare your excuses language before you need it. Practice phrases like, I got tied up, I'm running late, and my ETA is, so they sound natural.
Third, understand the culture you're in. Research local expectations about punctuality for both business and social situations.
Fourth, call ahead when possible. It transforms you from someone who's inconsiderate to someone who's responsible and communicative.
Quick review time. Tied up, busy with something important. Running late, going to be late, currently in process.
Traffic jam, minicar stopped, can't move.
Pile up, multi-car accident.
Ran over, went longer than expected.
In a sec, very soon, 1 to 2 minutes.
Backed up, traffic lined up for long distances.
ETA, estimated time of arrival.
On my way, currently traveling to destination.
And finally, learn from each experience. If you're consistently late for the same reasons, address the root cause.
Remember, everyone is late sometimes. It's how you handle it that makes the difference. Practice these phrases, be sincere in your apologies, and always try to do better next time.
Don't forget to visit our website, theenglishplaybook.com, for downloadable phrase sheets, practice exercises, and more real-world English lessons.
If this episode helped you, please give us a like, subscribe, and share with friends who might need some professional language skills or just better excuses.
Until next time, try to be punctual, but if you're not, you now know exactly what to say.
Thanks for listening.